Hello, welcome to my channel, Arc Dragon Blade. How everyone doing? Good? Awesome? Somewhere in the middle? Just roll with it, like everyone else is. So, this will be part 2 of DIY maintenance. This is a little recap we're going through again. What the system spec, the timing, all that stuff. We just done the last video, and it'll be a playlist link up with this whole DIY project. So let's carry on and talk about the next step after you take things apart. Pretty much general cleaning, little brushing, little cleaning here and there. Not too aggressive. It doesn't need alcohol bath. Like I thought about it, I'm like, alcohol's a little premium these days. I'm not gonna do it. So little swipe. Tap the light in here, the light indicator. Hopefully it stays. And so the time, plug everything back in, screw back to screw holes, and pretty much going backwards. Especially how you set your screws. Like I did, I kind of done like a little, how I take it apart, kind of grouped them together. After at the end, last screw came off. Usually I start that going backward. Start the one, you take the last bowl and work your way back. Just pretty much how I remember things and get things together pretty easily. I don't lose some screws, but I generally will miss one some reason or certain kind of issues. The thread, strip some reason, or I lost a screw. Usually it's one of those two, but most of the screw will be there, about 99% of it, most of the time. And you really don't need that many. So, pretty much going backwards through the steps, and pretty much so. So, this part is pretty much explainable, so I'm gonna chill out and talk to you guys in a sec or two. So, after you finish screwing and make sure you plug everything, you just want to make sure everything snap on and all that good stuff. Make sure all of them connected, all of them is snug. If you don't, you might have to screw up and forget that connection. That's deleted. Whatever that maintenance connection or whatever that is no longer there. It's been deleted. And my friend Chris will need it. So pretty much we're almost done here. So a little jiggle, a little clip on, and all that stuff. So I think I missed something here. Yeah, weird. Yeah, like I don't know what the hell that's supposed to do. I think that's a filler, or have like other models. You have like I know some laptops have like a remote control for media player mode. You can watch DVD, whatever it is. I know some old laptops have that. I know a few of those does it. I know HP have it. Have like a remote with it. And also, don't forget plug the power switch in there too and line it up. See, some are lined up right about here. Kinda had to guide it in with my fingers this time around because I unscrewed it, so it'd be a little bit difficult, but not too bad. Just kind of hold it in place. It will be a general there, and also don't forget the light indicator. Make sure that stay in there. These little small steps, you gotta take your time at it, because if you don't then line the screw holes or something, or the light indicators, just say it won't settle in place very well. So I'm just wiggling the wires, taking my time at it, because you might have other models of laptop might have same issue or different scenarios depending on what your make and model is. For this particular model, it's a little annoying, but I got it. It clicked. We're good. So I'm started pushing down the edges, the bevels and stuff, clicked them in. So everything is good to go, more or less. And I make sure everything's snugged in and clip on. Cause I think earlier I didn't, but I think I did fix that little issue, the audio on this one. I just need to push down the speaker connection, and also, have little tweezers to make life a lot easier. If you can't get it with your fingers, and sorry, I need to see, my big head's in the way. I'm like, I need to see. I got glasses for a reason. So everything is snug and ready to go. So we go screw everything back in. The fun part, all the screws. All of them. But make sure everything is clip on, because if they're not clip on, well, there might be line issue. I'm just double check the power button, just make sure everything is clicked on, because most laptop these days is mostly clip on and a few screws, not like this one, the old school. And of course you always remember all the screw holes like that one. And now it's here, and I already clean up best I can. That is glue. I think that is glue, because I scrub it and I try to do my best at it, but whatever. And to slide those little tabs out, line it back up. Just take your time at it. You don't want to rip the cables. And then just slide in and click on, like every connection you have to that motherboard. When you're doing this, just make sure everything is snug and good to go. You don't want anything, slightly, not settle in the connection, because you don't want to go back and double check everything, because it's annoying. It really is. It took me forever. And then now the fun part, to screw everything back in. Don't forget to screw down the keyboard, because some keyboards you don't have to screw down, some you do. Some just clip on and play. But future project, my gaming laptop, I'm thinking about modding it soon. Like it's Acer Nitro 5. I might do that in the next future project. Let me move my light over here. So you might see that coming in my channel. I don't know when. Why not probably have a new maybe a 3D printer, a resin 3D printer, so I could redo the keys on the keyboards, because I don't like red. Red's not my color. But moving on, I'm moving off topic here. Like I say, make sure everything bolt and clip on and etc. This is one of the tedious part of the job. This is fun. This is lovely. Well, this is kind of my hobby too, so. And this is going to my friend for a gift, so he will enjoy this. Because, going to school and going to college helps, have a laptop. Except, the battery's kind of fried on it, and he had to buy a new battery. So, just remember where to screw holes and screw them in. Sorry, I got a little off topic there. Pretty much I said earlier, just go backwards after you set your screws a certain way and make your life a hell of a lot easier. So I will talk to you in a moment, whatever the next phase of it. Here I counter a problem. Whenever the slightly prying on the case, something happened with this thread of the screw here. Like I said, if you're not quite careful, you kind of get a little too aggressive. Sometimes the thread and the screws sometimes get stripped. I'm like hopefully try to re-thread itself in there, and it's not doing well. I'm like looking, it's like, God damn it, why is it not going in? I had to look carefully. Sorry, my big head's in the way. The other screws are lining up and they're like doing fine. I'm like, okay, maybe try screw this one in. Maybe try the other screw at the same size and put some pressure on it, and it's not grabbing at all. This is where the power switches have their own little screw holes as well, but those went in, or they're going in. See, that one's fine. I'm probably just, usually it's not enough pressure, the screw can't grab into it, so I'm trying to spread the load around that general area, so if it's squeezed down, sometimes you could get it, and sometimes you can't, and it's already stripped. Some reason, like I saw in the last video, you see me try to pry a little bit, just wiggle it. I didn't really got all balls to the wall. This is what happens sometimes. And again, this is an old laptop, so you might hit this problem. In a way, it's kinda gonna happen regardless, cause usually when I put a laptop together, there's usually there's always one screw. It's like not there, something like that. And I'm like, where the fuck that screw disappeared to? And I always have a tray, and that one particular screw is not there. I'm like, God damn it, Ninth Dimension, where you ate it at? That kind of ordeal I had to deal with. It'd be like 99% complete, minus one screw. But generally, you don't need that many screws, because, like I said, I've done my own laptop. I didn't screw up any screws, so if this, when you have a shit ton of screws, you're bound to lose one by accident. And even you organize it, you're like, where the hell is it? That's my great my gripe on these things sometimes is like, oh, why? That's me just complaining, because if you have the screws, something's gonna happen regardless. Like, particular this clip, there's a strip screw somehow. I'm like, all I could think of is, one, it's not enough pressure evenly around the, the whole cover or the shell of the laptop, not evenly around. And this time I'm like, I think in this part of the clip I might use full force, try to get it in, but it failed regardless. I'm like, well, there's my track record. At least 99% of the screws on the whole laptop will be missing at least one. I don't know why. Maybe I'm cursed. But overall, it still works. Some of you guys like, you gonna miss a screw, are you? I might miss one. Generally, might miss one. But, I lost one or it got stripped somehow. I don't know why it does happen. And usually I'm being cautious. See, these screws went in. That screw went in. See, going down with everything screwed in, all the main screws going in. Look, that one going in nicely, and there's a little torque it in. And when I get this one, it does spin me right around still. It's like, maybe I use more force. Maybe I just have to go even further beyond. And I'm like, no, it just one screw. And I'm trying, like, the thread look okay. I'm like trying to force it and then put more force, and then I'm starting to like, come on, get in there, and it's not grabbing. It's like, why? Every laptop in the older models, this Snatican one I had to deal with. I don't know why. I'm looking at it, it's like it's lined up, everything look okay. Now I open the laptop, try to push it down, maybe it's not setting right. Cause you gotta deal with this type of trouble regardless. Cause they're older, the case warp over time cause of heat, thermal expansion, contraction, all that good stuff. It's bound to happen eventually. Usually it does it, but in my case it did. I got a little annoyed about it. So kind of skip through it. It's like I give up. So I can't do anymore. I just go ahead and install the RAM in, clipping in, and it should be good to go. And we're ready to delete that part of the diagnostic interface or the dial-up connection, whatever the hell that is. Someone gonna tell me like, that's a diagnostic equipment, you should not do that. Dude, it's gonna be have one use only. It don't need no more maintenance. If it does something wrong with it, Chris just send it back to me. He just had to pay the shipment and mailing. That costs about $38.95, I think, between armpit of Texas and then Florida. So this, I'm not telling you the exact location. I just tell you the general how far I go. I thought about modding that part, but I'm like, I need the extra protection. Cause usually when I do mod things, I have like a opening so it have breathing through the hard drive or cooling. But since it had hardly any part of motherboard there, it's pretty much open that side. The cooling would be okay. Not gonna be great, it'd be okay. So we're almost done here. We're gonna do a little time test soon. So we got 2 the RAMs, we got everything bolted in and ready to go. Now the time test. This time, let's take a look at the timing. Let's see any type of improvements we gain out of it. We're gonna try beat 1 minute and 59 seconds point 9. And so far, yeah, not looking so promising right now. I'm like, you can see the reflex like, come on, moving back and forth. Guess I don't like standing still and waiting. I gotta move. Like, come on, walking back and forth, come on. Any moment. Any moment. Waiting suck. And what is this? It's booting. It's doing good. Let's see how much we save off. Moment to come to the screen. Almost there. Okay. Not too bad. We're about, we save like a few, maybe 8 seconds ish. It's somewhat improvement, but we could do much better improvement. Call it upgrade. A Samsung EVO. I think that one's a 860 with a 250 gig, and also I'm using a USB interface with a, what do you call it? I forgot what you call that damn thing. For the connects to the hard drive thing, the SATA connection. There we go. I use a mirror, Samsung mirror program, so I just transfer all the information on that hard drive to a solid state drive. Pretty much activate the or download software I have laying around. And pretty much it's self-explainable here. And of course, since everything's catching up, because the hard drive's still spinning, try access all the information still is kind of lagging. So working with the older laptop, and I had to speed this through too for this portion of the video. It took a good minute here and there. Like I'm like hit a tap next. Like the interface was slow. It was painfully slow. I speed is like almost like 150% more than it should. Like everything's slowly popping up. It was Hey buddy, Chris. You're welcome for this the simple update or upgrade I should say for a hard drive to solid state drive, because it's nice for storage wise for a hard drive, but for today standard you kind of want to go speed. And the temps look good, got the software I've been using and a lot of stuff running, and the disk is always on max. And I'm still waiting the software updating. It's taking too damn long. Sorry the lighting is not all great, because I'm trying to get this shit going. Jesus. I can't wait to put this solid state drive and hear the interfacing I'm talking about. Just plug and play with the USB. And this also took a little longer. Oh yeah, you might see the other screen there, because I don't want to look at the camera and want adjusting my camera angles. I have another screen, bigger screen to see. Oh, okay, there we go. Move my trash can over here, because that's my dang. Always have a little pet peeve about things. Move that over here, move that over there, move the icon over here. And it does recognize the drive, so yes. Agreed, blah blah blah, yes, and what the fuck, yeah, let's just cancel for now. Just give it a moment because it is slow. Painfully slow. Oh, and also that's the wrong drive. Or no, I meant I forgot to put that in. Put that right there. And we wait. So, like that stuff doing updates and catching up. Yeah, I don't like hard drives anymore. I am spoiled of the SSD or the M2 drives. This is nice to have speed. This is painfully slow. Like I said, I sped up this video for this. And I sped up part of it once tried to transfer or copycat around that hard drive to the solid state drive. It's doing its best. The i3 is doing all it can. The RAM's doing all it can. It's the Achilles heel of the hard drive. It take forever. The hard drive, it's only got one good purpose: storage. If you want to use it for OS, why you're torturing yourself? Why you being yourself in a corner? No one wants to see that. It make me feel, oh, why? It's like, I bought this solid state drive for him, so you don't have to deal with this nightmare at all. So, yeah, it cost me money to upgrade, and it's also a gift. So, clear the RAM, so try to get even more squeeze at any performance out of this hard drive, so it doesn't access everything. And also, I'm doing updates on the software, the mirror program from Samsung. It's kind of slow as well. So just ignore the other installment thing. But it's not bad. It's how much it's gonna take the space. Because at the end, I am updating to Windows 10. So I have the code key there, so you don't have to pay for it. So, and also this is where I had to pretty much have to stop this part of the video, or I say this clip, because it not took like over an hour to copy the. Okay, granted I'm going through the USB, but the hard drive is painfully slow. Like, I think it's on the last leg or just slow, because the RPM speed is only 5400. So it is, the new hard drive is like 7200 now these days, or higher. And it's a Toshiba hard drive, so give and take. So after 2 hour or so passed, like almost 2 hours passed by. It took a long time. I don't know if you could see how long it took, but it took a hot minute to get things done. Even here, I sped up 400% time lapse here. And say 99%. It's like, oh, 99%, maybe I'll record now. That took a lot longer than I expected. I'm so glad this nightmare's almost over. The people have done the hard drives, and especially back in the days I had to deal with it. It wasn't bad back in the days, or I got used of it, and it was a norm. And now these days, when I got solid state drive, I'm like, oh sweet Jesus. It's a night-day difference. And when you see how big a night-day difference, we're gonna do the performance test after this. So, still waiting that 99% till it hit 100%. Forever later. And thank God it's finally over. Oh, it took a lot longer. Now we could do the performance now. Finally. After you done transfer all the information off the hard drive to a solid state drive, and I use that for helping cooling the laptop, lifting it up so it have plenty airflow underneath it, the cheap way to do it. So it's easily just uninstalled the old mechanical nightmare. It took way too long making that video. Oh geez, you have no idea how long the video took. But Chris, my friend, you're welcome. I'm giving you a solid state drive, and you will know why I give you this greatest gift. I don't let my enemies have this nightmare of a mechanical hard drive. Now it's easy to install. Just line the holes up and just thread them in. Sometimes then you just need to thread it a little bit because solid state drive alignment is a little bit off some reason. I don't know why you give yourself a little bit of room, because some reason the older case design, I don't know, a few thousands of inches have shifted, I guess, over time, where the heat got to it and warped a little bit. Like I say, how the other screwed in it went through, but it wasn't as bad. I still have enough to thread it in, just make sure it go in properly. And again, I did have a little issue, but it's not too bad. It's slightly out of alignment somehow. I don't know how. Like I say, it could be thermal expansion or just old, or because it's, I'm putting something brand new of 2020 from something back in 10 years ago, I guess. I think this is like the early generations of the i3. And you can tell it's slightly warped, so it still fits, so it's fine. And we just bolted a little security screw there, or I mean not security, the keep it in place screw, whatever it is. So that's all said and done. Finally, we could put a plug back in there, plug it back in, put my little ghetto, cooling pad, pop it open and start running the tests. So we'll try to go beat 1 minute and 1 minute and 47 minutes. What is it? 35? So let's see how quickly it boot up. Oh, this is a good sign. Oh, this is a lovely sign already. Oh, I'm just like sitting there enjoying this. Oh, it's almost done? Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that time. 24 second 88 microsecond, whatever it is. We came from minute and 53, and then the cleaning gave it a little performance boost, like minute and 47 to 24 seconds. That is a huge improvement. Look how much all the background programs start kicking up all suddenly. Suddenly this huge performance gain. That's a huge performance gain right there. We save like a whole minute and 20 plus seconds. Do this real quick. Thanks to Steve Mom, donate this laptop for me to give this to Chris. And Chris, the time you get this laptop, it'll be there on 24th. Or Merry Christmas and late happy birthday present as well. If you like this video, like and subscribe. And that's a typical YouTube thing. I think that's all I can think of in this moment. You always take care, be safe. Later.